When you stroll down the pet food aisle, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. You're surrounded by a rainbow of bags and cans, each shouting for your attention with words like premium, natural, or vet approved. Some even feature mouth-watering images of roasted chicken or grilled fish, along with gold medals and seals of approval. But here's the truth. What really matters for your cat's health is not what's on the front of the bag, but what's written, often in small print, on the back or the side. If you've ever wondered how to cut through the noise and make the best choice for your feline friend, you're in the right place. Understanding how to read a cat food label empowers you to look past the marketing and focus on what truly benefits your cat. Why does the label matter so much? It's simple. Marketing language can say almost anything, but the label can't lie. Regulations require that ingredients and nutritional analyses are listed honestly and accurately. When you know what to look for, you can immediately spot the difference between a food that's actually nutritious and one that's just dressed up to look fancy. So, let's break down the label, section by section, and turn you into a cat food detective. First, let's talk about the ingredients list. This is your map to understanding exactly what's inside the bag or can. Ingredients are listed in order by weight, with the heaviest, often the main ingredient, listed first. This means that the first few items on the list are what your cat will be eating the most of. If you pick up a bag and see chicken, salmon, beef, or another identifiable meat listed first, that's a very good sign. It means that real animal protein is the primary component of the food, which is exactly what your carnivorous cat needs. But if the first ingredient is something like cornmeal, wheat gluten, or soy protein concentrate, that's a red flag. These are plant-based fillers. They provide calories but not much nutrition for cats, who naturally thrive on a diet rich in animal proteins and fats. Imagine buying a meal for yourself and discovering that the main ingredient is breadcrumbs or cornstarch instead of chicken or fish. That's not what you'd want for yourself. And it's not what you want for your cat either. Animal protein is the gold standard in cat food. But even here, the language matters. Look for clear terms like chicken, turkey, beef, or salmon. If you see chicken meal or fish meal, don't panic. These are concentrated forms of protein made by removing most of the fat and water from the meat. In many cases, meals can actually provide more protein than whole meats by weight. They're perfectly fine, sometimes even preferable, provided they're named meat meals like chicken meal or turkey meal. Where you want to be cautious is with words like byproduct or animal digest. Chicken byproduct or meat byproduct refers to leftover parts of the animal that aren't typically consumed as meat, like organs, beaks, and feet. While some byproducts can offer nutrition, they're less desirable than whole meats or named meals because you can't be sure exactly which parts are included. And if you see vague terms like animal byproduct or meat byproduct, that means the source isn't even specified. For the healthiest choice, select foods where animal proteins, whether whole meat or named meals, are at the top of the ingredients list, and avoid mystery meats or generic byproducts. Another trick to watch out for: carbohydrate fillers. Cats are obligate carnivores, meaning their bodies are designed to get energy from animal protein and fat, not from carbohydrates. However, many commercial cat foods use grains like corn, wheat, or rice to bulk up the food. You might also see peas, potatoes, or lentils in grain-free formulas. While a small amount of carbs won't harm most cats, too much can lead to weight gain, digestive issues, and even diabetes in some cases. If you see a long list of plant ingredients, especially if they appear before any animal protein, it's a sign that the food is relying on cheap fillers instead of quality nutrition. Look for foods where animal proteins dominate the top of the list, and where carbs, if present, are farther down. Now, let's decode the Guaranteed Analysis panel. This table shows the minimum or maximum percentages of key nutrients: protein, fat, fiber, and moisture. It's your quick reference for the food's nutritional makeup. For dry cat food, you want to see a protein content of at least 30% and fat around 15%. Higher protein is generally better for most cats, especially active ones or kittens. Wet foods will have lower percentages because of the higher moisture content, but the ratio should still favor protein over carbs. Pay attention to fiber and moisture too. Fiber should be present, but not excessive. Around 3 to 5% is typical. If your cat has digestive issues, a little extra fiber can help, but too much might lead to loose stools. Moisture is crucial in wet foods and can be beneficial for cats who don't drink enough water, helping prevent urinary tract issues. You might notice other nutrients listed, like taurine, which is an essential amino acid for cats. This is a good sign, as it means the food meets the specific needs of felines who can't synthesize taurine on their own. Don't let yourself get dazzled by buzzwords like grain-free, holistic, super premium, or all-natural. These terms are not regulated and can mean whatever the manufacturer wants them to mean. Grain-free doesn't always equal healthier. Some brands simply replace grains with other plant ingredients like potatoes, peas, or lentils, which can be just as starchy and unnecessary for cats. Similarly, all natural sounds good but doesn't guarantee quality ingredients or balanced nutrition. Instead, rely on your label reading skills. Look for foods that boast a high percentage of animal protein, minimal fillers, and a balanced guaranteed analysis. If you see a long list of chemical-sounding additives or artificial colors, take that as a cue to keep searching for a cleaner option. It's also important to consider your cat's specific needs. Life stage, breed, activity level, and health issues all play a role in determining the best diet. Kittens, for example, need higher levels of protein and fat to fuel their rapid growth. Adult cats need a balance that maintains their weight and supports their energy needs. Senior cats may need fewer calories, but more fiber and specific nutrients to support aging bodies. If your cat has special health needs, like kidney disease, diabetes, or food allergies, look for formulas designed to address those issues. Prescription diets are available for many conditions, but even among over-the-counter foods, you can find options with tailored nutrition. Always check the label to ensure the food matches your cat's age, health status, and unique needs. When in doubt, consult your veterinarian for personalized recommendations. Let's put this all into practice with a quick comparison. Imagine you're holding 2 bags of dry cat food. Bag A lists its first 3 ingredients as chicken meal, turkey meal. Bag B starts with cornmeal, soy protein concentrate, animal byproduct. Which would you choose? Bag A is the clear winner. It's packed with high-quality animal proteins right at the top, indicating a formula designed to nourish your cat the way nature intended. Bag B, on the other hand, leans heavily on plant-based fillers and unnamed animal parts, offering less nutritional value. Here's another scenario. You're shopping for a grain-free food, thinking it must be better. But you notice the first ingredients are pea protein, potato, tapioca starch. There's no animal protein until the 4th or 5th ingredient. Despite the grain-free claim, this food is just another carb-heavy option, and not as beneficial as you might think. Stick to your principles. Animal protein first, minimal fillers, and a balanced nutritional profile. One more tip. Don't forget to check for feeding guidelines and portion recommendations on the bag. Overfeeding is a common problem, especially with calorie-dense foods. The label will suggest daily serving sizes based on your cat's weight and age. Use these as a starting point, but monitor your cat's weight and adjust as needed. Fresh, clean water should always be available, no matter what food you choose. If you're ever uncertain about an ingredient or claim, a quick online search can help clarify things. There are also independent resources and databases that review pet foods and break down their ingredients for you. Knowledge is power. Don't be afraid to dig a little deeper if something doesn't seem right. Ultimately, your cat's health and happiness depend on the choices you make. By learning to read labels and ignore flashy marketing, you're taking a giant step toward providing your cat with the nutrition they need to thrive. Remember, every cat is unique, and what works for one might not work for another. Pay attention to how your cat responds to their food. Look for a shiny coat, bright eyes, healthy weight, and good energy levels. If you notice digestive upset, changes in appetite, or other health issues after switching foods, consult your vet and consider trying a different formula. Sometimes it takes some trial and error to find the perfect fit, but your cat is worth the effort. The next time you find yourself standing in that crowded pet food aisle, don't be intimidated by the endless options and shiny packaging. Flip the bag over, scan the ingredients list, check the guaranteed analysis, and make an informed choice. You have the tools to see through the marketing and give your cat the very best. And if you found this guide helpful and feel more confident about choosing your cat's food, you're not alone. More and more cat owners are taking the time to educate themselves, and the result is healthier, happier cats everywhere. By joining a community of informed pet lovers, you're ensuring your cat gets the care and nutrition they truly deserve. Your cat counts on you to make smart decisions. By reading labels and choosing wisely, you're giving them the gift of a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. So take pride in being a label reader a question asker, and a savvy shopper. Your cat will thank you. With every purr, playful leap, and loving nuzzle. Because when it comes to your cat's health, knowledge truly is the best treat you can offer.